morning, day 47. Looking out from the Chestnut Mountain shelter over Burke's garden. We're gonna have to talk about Burke's garden because there's some geology there to make note of. Here's the shelter we stayed in. We're at over 4,000 feet and it is windy here, and having four walls and a door, boy, that made a massive difference. All right, Burke's garden. That's basically an almost enclosed depression. There's an outlet over there where it drains, but you have the same geologic layer circling this depression. So on all these ridges around it are the same hard geologic layer that sticks up. So what this is, if you think of start with a flat surface of hard rock that's been domed up, deep underground, and then under that layer of hard rock you have softer rocks, which is what you see down in the valley. So when the top of that dome gets eroded, you get to the softer layers, and I think there's limestone layers. There's caves in there that limestone will dissolve in water, and so those rocks below erode quickly, and over time with erosion you get this depressed area, and it's pretty unique. This sort of farmland down there in the lowlands that's surrounded by these mountains or these ridges. Day 47, just left the Chestnut Knob shelter. Walking along over that way is Burke's garden. I think I'm getting my trail legs. Also, I've dumped 2 pieces of gear back at the alpaca farm. My umbrella, hadn't used it. I've gone over 1/4 of the way, hadn't used it yet. I might regret it later. Also, my camp shoes, hardly used them yet, and I don't know, maybe I'll get some more later, but I didn't like the ones I had. We'll just see how that goes, but I am enjoying carrying less weight. Another shot of the valley, which is Burke's garden. So today, it's 24 miles to a shelter. I think there's a 30% chance of rain, but that increases to I think 100% tomorrow. And we're already up on the ridge. I mean, there's still a bunch of up and down, but yesterday the total climb was well over 6,000 feet, and today it'll be closer to 4,000 feet. So yeah, it'll be a much easier 24 miles or so today than yesterday. Night shift is back there. I started out before him, but he will catch me, and it looks like, unless he decides to press on, we'll be at the shelter together again tonight. All right, these are it. These are the hard sandstone / quartzite metamorphic layers that form the rim of Burke's garden out there, and also just form the top of so many of the ridges around here. And And you can see those beds are heading up steeply. That's just how they've been folded, and that's their expression at the surface. And the way I look at it is, it's almost like a recipe. The mountain building process deforms these rocks into various shapes and faults and folds, and it lies below, thousands of feet, and it just waits for erosion to come, and that recipe results in the current product that you see, that's enabled by so many eons of erosion. And another cool concept that I like to think about is, geologically speaking, the surface and the rocks at the surface, and the vegetation that grows on the soils that erode from those rocks, that's all an expression. Well, I guess the way to put it is, these rocks have not seen the light of day, geologically speaking, for hundreds of millions of years, and here they are back at the surface, and they're going to get eroded, and they'll get washed down creeks and rivers and on deltas, and that whole process will happen again. There'll be continents colliding and new layers formed, and it's just really cool how dynamic this planet is. All right, this is some of the first rock I've seen with at least what I think are fossils, but very primitive life forms. So these would be tracks in the mud that, like a worm-like creature would take. Back in the Blue Ridge, that rock is actually too old to really have any fossils in it. It's kind of the wrong type of rock. You don't find fossils in granite, but this is originally sedimentary rock, and it's young enough to at least have some basic life forms. Still very old though. So I don't know if other folks can see this. Anybody that's in the know about the rocks around here, let me know what you think. Thanks, Donnie Duck. Donnie's the shuttle driver around here. There's his number if anybody needs a ride. But I was just needing some water. Much appreciated. Thank you. Just so you know where the water is. I've been on this 3-mile stretch or so that's been just like this. Perfect trail on the level. It's like the AT superhighway. I think I've been going 3 miles an hour. Some light scattered showers have been around, but yet sun as well. Weather didn't really know what it wants to do. The day after tomorrow is supposed to be the big rain day, Wednesday.